Up next we got this Toro 7.25 190cc lawnmower. Customer said it wouldn't maintain a run. I think that's what he said. I can't really remember for sure. I know it wouldn't work. And I have just put fuel in it, tried to crank it. Act like it wanted to crank, but it wouldn't crank. I checked the oil on it. The oil looks clean. I mean real clean. It took me a minute to really realize if there was even any in it. So either this mower ain't got much time on it, or the man what owns it really keeps it took care of and changes the oil. Since we done tried to crank it, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pull that carb off of it and let's see what that carb looks like. There's no use doing a spark test because I done heard it try to fire off. So we're gonna remove that breather cover where we can get in there to that carb. A lot of plastic housing on here. I'm not sure how much we'll have to take off to see if we can get to that. So we'll get started. We remove that air filter cover and that air filter don't look bad at all. It's pretty clean really. It ain't perfect, but ain't bad at all. Here on the unit, we've actually removed part of this cowl so that I can see this carb, because I want to be able to photograph it where I know how it goes back together. Traditional lawnmower mechanic probably would not have removed all that. He just took the carb off. There's a pretty specific reason why I did that. Main one being, I'm a two-cycle mechanic. I don't know anything about lawnmowers, so I want to be sure that I know how this thing goes back together before I go to tearing it apart. We're just kind of making this up as we go. We remove that carb from the mower. Hadn't got inside of it yet, but one thing I do notice, probably hard for you to see, but I can tell that there's some oranges. I don't know if that'd be resin or varnish or around that jet, so that could be a telltale sign to what we're going to find inside. I don't really see a make on this carburetor. It may be there and it's just covered up and we can't see it, but we're going to go ahead and open this carb up and see what we find inside. You see that? Once I get it open, I'll show you what it looks like inside. Alright, we've opened this carb up. Compared to most of these carbs we've opened up, this carb doesn't look bad at all. I did notice that there's a little bit of water that was in that fuel. But once again, this carb looks really good compared to most of them. I don't really see no telltale signs inside, but since we're already this far, we're going to go ahead and finish breaking that carb down, and we're going to clean it anyway. We've broken this carb down into its individual components. This particular carb does not have removable jets, so we've sprayed those out and cleaned those out best as we could. We're going to put it back together, and this may not be our problem because the gentleman that owned this mower said that he thought it may have something to do with the little flapper deal here that works off the wind off of the engine to work the choke on the speed of the engine. I guess you'd call that some kind of governor, but either way, we're going to start with this carb. We're going to go ahead and replace all the parts back into that carb, put it back on the unit, refill it with some fresh fuel, and just see what we got. If that don't fix it, then we'll get on YouTube and do some research and move on to that flapper next. Alright, we've reassembled the carb, filled the unit with fresh gas, and now we're going to give her a test pull. I call that another success.